so tasty. But you know, behind every cup of coffee, there is a financial story behind it. Good morning, everyone. It's okay. You guys can sit down. Is everyone here? Yes. All right. If everyone has arrived, then we can go through our meetings. All right. For our meeting agenda today, we are reviewing a new loan application from Gigi Coffee Sdn Bhd with a total financing request of RM3.2 million ringgit. Our goal is simple: approve or reject, based on credit risk, repayment ability, and security protection. Now, let's begin.
Thank you, Chair. The borrower is Gigi Coffee Sdn Bhd, incorporated in 2014, operating a chain of retail outlets selling coffee, beverages, and merchandise. The company has grown aggressively from around 10 outlets in 2021 to over 150 outlets in early 2025, showing a strong scalability. In terms of management, the business is led by Marcus Low, the founder and group CEO, supported by directors from the Low family and the major shareholders, BT Brand Sdn Bhd. Overall, this borrower has a strong market presence and brand positioning.
Alright, thank you, Dina. So the company has a clear business model and a strong expansion history. Now, let's hear the financing request. Adila, if you may.
Thank you, Chairperson. Gigi Coffee is requesting 3.2 million ringgit total facilities to expand into ATM campus. The facility structure is divided into 4 parts. First, term loan of 1.2 million ringgit for renovation of university cafe outlets. Second, term loan of 800,000 ringgit for equipment, tables and chairs. Third, overdraft 800,000 ringgit as revolving working capital to support the operating cycle. And last, hire purchase 400,000 ringgit for solar panels under a sustainability initiative. This structured with proper tenor matching, which are long-term asset finance with term loan, short-term cycle finance with overdraft, and solar asset via hire purchase.
Okay, good. That structure sounds reasonable on paper, but the committee needs proof. Can they repay?
From the bank's perspective, Gigi Coffee is not a startup anymore. It's a proven retail chain. Their revenue reached 53.9 million ringgit in 2024, which shows a strong sales volume. They also recorded a profit after tax of 4 million ringgit. That means this is not just a dream expansion. It's a realistic growth project.
Yes, and profitability is consistent. Their net profit margin in 2024 is 7.45%, and they maintain positive profitability after recovering from early pandemic losses. What's important for repayment, the company is reinvesting earnings. Dividend payout is 0.00, meaning profit is retained for expansion and business stability. In short, earnings are used to grow and service debt.
Okay, so far strong argument for approval. However, we still need to stress test the risk. What do you guys think?
Chair, I agree Gigi Coffee is growing, but growth doesn't automatically mean low risk. I want to highlight 3 major red flags. First, liquidity risk. The current ratio is 0.62, which is below the safe benchmark of 1.0. This means short-term obligations are still heavy. Second, negative working capital. The company has negative working capital around RM5.06 million, meaning they rely heavily on supply credit and fast cash turnover. If sales slow down or supply terms tighten and liquidity stress becomes real. Lastly, industry risk. The F&B market is highly competitive. Competitors like Zeus Coffee and T-Life have strong presence and aggressive expansion. So the question is, what makes us confident that this expansion will not become overextension?
That's a fair challenge. However, Dina, as a relationship manager, how do you respond?
Good point, but I believe these risks are manageable. On liquidity, yes, the current ratio is 0.62, but it has improved and stabilized compared to earlier years. Also, the business operates a fast cash cycle through daily sales and app-based transaction.
And on negative working capital, in retail channels, this can happen because they use trade payable as spontaneous financing. What matters is whether they generate enough cash flow to keep operation running, and their revenue and profitability supports that. Plus, the overdraft is exactly meant to bridge timing gaps in the operating cycle.
Alright, thank you, Dina and Adila. Risk noted, but still, mitigation exists. Now I want to hear about security, collateral, and guarantee. Mutiara, if you may.
Thank you, Chair. From a security standpoint, the bank has strong protection. For collateral, the borrower pledges a freehold property with market value of 4 million ringgit. The financing amount is 3.2 million ringgit, giving a coverage ratio of 1.25 times, which is a strong second way out for the bank. Hence, we will place a first legal charge to secure priority claim. Move on to guarantee. We also have joint and several guarantees from directors and a corporate guarantee from BT Brand Sdn Bhd. So legally, we are actually covered, but only if documentation is completed properly.
Okay, good. Thank you, Mutiara. So security looks strong. Now, let's do the final committee suggestion and decisions. Alright everyone, final decisions. One by one. We start with Dina. As a relationship manager, what do you think?
I recommend approve because the business is scalable, profitable, and the financing is productive for income generating expansion.
Alright, thank you Dina. Adila, for credit analyst.
Approved, but with monitoring. Financial performance supports repayment capacity and facility structure match the asset life.
Alright, thank you Adila. Hilman, as risk officer, what do you think?
I think approve, but with strict conditions. Liquidity is tight, so I recommend covenants such as minimum current ratio and close monitoring of overdraft usage.
Alright, thank you for your suggestions. Now, for the last persons, Mutiara, as a legal and security officer, what do you think?
Approve only if all conditions precedent are met, such as board resolutions, legal charge perfection, invoices, and insurance naming the bank as loss payee.
Alright guys, after reviewing the borrower profile, financial capacity, risk mitigation, and security coverage, the credit committee approved the total financing of RM 3.2 million for Gigi Coffee Sdn Bhd. This approval is subject to first, legal documentation of first charge. Second, verified invoice and quotation for renovation and equipment. Third one is insurance coverage with the bank as primary loss payee. The last one is monitoring of overdraft conduct and maintaining minimum current ratio component. Meeting adjourned. Good job team, and I hope to see you in the next meetings.